Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about a fragrance that was released back in the year of 2000. The fragrance is an oldie. It's from the house of Alfred Dunhill. We're talking about Desire for Man. Now, Desire for Man is a fragrance that I remember smelling when I was younger, but at the same time, I forgot about it. And then in the process of looking for fragrances to review, I came across it again and of course, picked it up and decided to smell it for nostalgia purposes, if you will. Now, the other reason I actually want to review it is because it's another inexpensive fragrance that's on the market that I wanted to see if it held up through the test of time and if it was a viable option for people to go ahead and purchase nowadays. And in short, I think it is, but I'll explain as we kind of go on with the review. Now, the fragrance is available in two main standard sizes, but I believe they've kind of expanded beyond it right now. And you can generally get the 3.4 for roughly around $20, $25. Do some searching around. I'm actually going to leave a link down below where somewhere you can buy it as well too. So just do some searching around and see kind of what prices better suit you and what prices are better for you. So the fragrance and the notes are available here up top basically. And what you get when you spray this fragrance, for me, it's like a jump back in time, if you will. I remember smelling this one quite a while ago, and for some strange reason, this fragrance just puts a smile on my face whenever I smell it. I can't really describe why it does. I don't really have any pleasant real memories associated with it. It just puts a smile on my face. It comes across, when you first spray it, you get an appley, vanilla-y kind of mix, which quickly turns a little bit spicy, and the woods kind of come with it. All of that put together, it ultimately smells clean. Now, that's the best description that I have for it. But if I'm to just take a step back and describe the fragrance, I would describe it as a clean, citrusy fragrance with spicy notes in it. And that's essentially what you're going to get with this fragrance. I've had good, performance with the fragrance. I get roughly 8-9 hours, which is good for a scent that's more on the lighter side, supposedly more on the lighter side. But there's a note of caution. I go about 3 sprays with this one. It's an oldie, and now kind of looking back on it, it really comes across to me as very chemically, very synthetic, if you will, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because it does still smell good, but it does come off that way, which brings me to my earlier point, and that if you spray too much on it, it's going to give you a headache. Even with 2-3 sprays, I'm kind of dancing on the edge of, okay, this is kind of headache inducing to me. But the real strength of the fragrance, that's kind of like the first hour or two, but the real strength of the fragrance is when it gets to its dry down. For some reason, that spicy kind of citrusy note really calms down and becomes like a softer scent, and that's really where this fragrance shines. It's that dry down where it's not headache inducing anymore, it's really soft, and it's just a comfortable, warm type of a scent. Absolutely fantastic on that. It's a good fragrance for a year-round wear, doesn't matter when, and this is one that I would preferably, wear to work. I go 1 spray, if you will, and wait for it to kind of get to that dry down phase, and you're really going to smell pleasant, and people are going to pass you, they're going to smell whiffs. This did get unsolicited compliments for it, and it had some nostalgia because some people remembered where they actually smelled it from. Now, compliment wise, again, it did get compliments, but when I say compliments, it really got 2. One person remembering that they actually smelled it, and one genuine person who smelled it as they were passing by me, and they're like, yeah, that's a good smelling scent. So 2 genuine compliments with it. If I'm to classify it though, I would classify this as a potential compliment getter, as a compliment getter. So take with that what you will. Age group wise, I think this is a good fragrance for any age group. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, anyone can go ahead and pull this fragrance off. So, and as far as, the months go when you can go ahead and wear this, I would say any year round is, again, when you can wear this fragrance. So keep that with you, what you will. So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give this fragrance a rating 3 out of 5 stars. At the end of the day, I think this is a pretty good fragrance offering. It's not the best fragrance offering that you're going to get, and as long as you can control the sprays, especially I would go on the lower side with this fragrance, it's going to do perfectly fine for you. Some of the downfalls of this fragrance, of course, if you go a little bit too heavy, which isn't that much, you can turn into a headache-inducing fragrance. It does smell a little bit synthetic. You're not going to get the most natural smelling smell, but at the same time, it's going to be a good smell, and people will like what they smell on you genuinely. But again, watch out for those sprays, because you can overspray this one and really drive some people away. Now, and you know, another added bonus is of course the price. The price is obviously pretty good on this fragrance. It's pretty inexpensive, and that's always a plus and a driving factor for it. So again, thank you guys for your time. If you're interested, of course, you know, check out the fragrance. I'd say get a sample, and you know, leave a comment down below. Let people know what you have on your experience with this fragrance. I'm always curious. All right. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.